My name is Marion, and today I'm coming to you with our midweek live, and I'm all over the place already. Hello, wake up, Mary. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Very busy live this afternoon. Very busy live. We've got lots to talk about. I've written a list because I'm so not organized. So, well, I am organized, but I'm just so like there's so much to talk about. Welcome. And we have a few things to talk about on our live today. I'm going to wait for a few more people to get on before I start talking because Motor Mouth's just going to go for it. Hello, lovely Jody. I'm not a Motor Mouth. Hello, lovely Jody. Now, for those of you who don't know, we have had a yarn haul. What is a yarn haul, I hear you ask? A yarn haul is when you put an order through to your favorite yarn company and it comes in and it has arrived, but not all of it. We still are waiting on 2 different colors and a few extras of the same colors, so we'll talk about that in a minute. Hello, lovely Middle Earthian, lovely to see you. Just bear with me, guys. I've got a bit of a sore eye today and I do apologize in advance because I do look like I've been beat up. Don't you love it? Hello, Liz. Hope you are well. Just a little bit of dry eye, I think it is. I'm not sure. You know, it's one of those things. When something happens, it doesn't go like this. It goes like this. And you guys know that. All right. So we haven't got everyone on yet. So I'll wait for everyone to come on before I start going like a motor mouth. Motor Mouth, that's my nickname today, guys. I'll let you call me that. Raylene, hello, Raylene, lovely Raylene. Lovely to have you here. Again, I'm sorry about my eye, guys. I look like I've been beat up. Hello, lovely Julie. Lovely to have you in the house today. Green Butterfly, lovely to have the greenness here today too. You are my greenness, Green Butterfly. Every time we talk about green, it's got everything to do with Green Butterfly. Or nothing, but everything. Poor Green Butterfly. She's thinking, what is she on about now? No, it is water, guys. Trust me. There's water in this cup. I promise. Cheers, everyone. Thank you again, Jody, for this gorgeous cup. Cheers, everyone. It's actually become my favorite cup because it stores a lot of water. Not that it's coffee, it's water. It stores a lot of water. It's a massive cup. So there you go. Hello, Auntie T. She's actually in the house on Wednesdays. Hello. Some Wednesdays she can't make it, but she's here today. Welcome, Auntie T. You've picked a good day to be here, T, because we're going to talk in a minute. Thank you, Julie. Lovely Corrine. She's everywhere, Corrine. I give her credit. She's all over the place. She's on Instagram. She's on our Facebook. She's on YouTube here. And Michelle, lovely to have you here. Can't watch for short. Hi, Mary. Can watch for a short time. Lovely to have you here, Michelle. I'll be real quick when we're doing I might do the yarn haul first. That way you can see all the beautiful yarns that have come in from Bendigo Woolen Mills. Yay. It is an Aran weight or a 10 ply. It is their luxury yarn, so it's gorgeous. And you guys know how much I love their luxury yarn. Now, I haven't talked about what we're doing with all this yarn yet, and I can't talk about it. I can, but you have to wait till the first Thursday of the month in April, active April as I'm calling it. So bear with me on that, guys. Just bear with me on that. Okay, but in the meantime, let's talk about the yarn that has arrived. Some you already know of because we have that in 8 ply. So some you already know. So I believe the love heart you've seen. Hello, Liz. Everyone's saying hello to Auntie T. That's wonderful. I believe the love heart you've seen. This is a 10 ply or an Aran weight, if that helps you. It's a little bit thicker than our 8 ply here in Melbourne. Excited for tomorrow. I started my birthday tradition tomorrow and less than a week until my birthday. Well, happy birthday if I miss it, Middle Earthian. Happy birthday. So we have this skein right here. This one will not be used. Actually, no, it might be. No, it won't be. It won't be used for our first Thursday of the month projects. But I'll talk about that on first Thursday, okay? So that one won't be used. The next one we have is Aquarium. You guys have seen Aquarium Also, that is in our 8 ply. I think you've seen Aquarium. You may not have. Got my first idea and already know what I'm doing with that. That's good. My birthday today, Luana. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Don't get me to sing because I can't sing. Happy birthday to you. So she keeps singing, right? Happy birthday to Luana. Happy birthday to you. Ah, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Me and Anne sick. Oh no. Oh, let me throw some goodness to you, Green Butterfly, and some goodness to our lovely Anne McSee. We know how much you love you both anyway. I can't sing. Sorry, Luana. Happy birthday, Luana. Isn't that wonderful? Everybody say happy birthday. I hope you're doing some fun things today. If not, just sit back and relax, have a cup of tea or a coffee or whatever your favorite drink is and crochet. I know I heard about your yarn haul. I know I'm about to talk about it now. So yeah, happy birthday to Luana. Again, guys, please bear with me. My left eye's all over the place. I don't know if it's a bit of dry eye or what it is, but it's not well. I feel like I've been beat up. I actually look beat up, don't I? It's all very bruised. That's what happens when, you know, when you beat up on people. No, it's not. Better soon, Green. Yes, I know. Get better soon, poor Green and Anne. I wish you both well. We're going to throw all our goodness to you, Anne, and Green Butterfly, all our goodness towards you, and that might help you get better very quickly. If not, just crochet. What can I say? When we can't get better, let's just sit in the corner and crochet. All right, so there's our aquarium. How good. This is one of my favorite colors of the Bendigo luxury yarn, apart from the reds, you guys know, but this is actually one of my favorite blues. It's a stunning blue. They do have other blues, but this one here is just divine, beautiful and divine. Let's pop that away as we work. That one, because you don't want to see my table. It's just, I can't touch anything because there's yarn everywhere. Now this one here, pumpkin spice, you know this one. We're using the 8 ply for our temperature blankets. So yes, we have it in 10 ply. That will also not be used for our project. It's used for something else, which I'll talk about on the first week of April. Don't you love it? Slate. Slate is one of their most favorite grays that people like to use. It's actually the one that I used on the channel for, and I'm going to write this down so that I can put those details up, for the Father's Day projects that I did a few years ago. I think it was the Man Beanie. That's right, Man Beanie. Also, it was just a normal Father's Day beanie, a separate one, Father's Day beanie, and also the Man Scarf. So these are the 3 items that I've used slate for. I tell you, it's to die for. It's a darker grey. So instead of using a pure black, which actually we have the black as well, instead of using the pure black, you can use the grey. I use these 2 colours together in an 8 ply, but this is an Aran weight, which is a 10 ply for those of you whom don't purchase this kind of Bendigo yarn overseas. It's an Aran weight. I hope that helps. So those 2 colours are, oh, I've just dropped them. Those 2 colours are one of Bendigo Woolen Mills pack set. They just look great together, in my opinion. In my opinion. So we've talked about the aquarium, and we haven't talked about the rose petal, which is there. The rose petal, you will see this on the first week of April, and it will be something we're using on the channel. It is an Aran weight or a 10 ply. Get excited, guys. You're going to need a lot of it. But listen to me. You're going to need a lot. I haven't decided exactly how much yet, but I will let you guys know on that first week of April, because I can't talk about it. It's a surprise. It's a surprise. But this one we're definitely using, so get excited on that one. The shadow, yes, we are using, I'll see if we know, we're not using the shadow, but the shadow is another one of their grays. I'm just checking my projects over there. The shadow is another one of their grays. It's kind of an in-between. They've got the shadow and they've got this one here, which is, don't tell, Moonflower. We are definitely, as you can see, I'm using the Moonflower right now. In fact, the project's over there. I can't show you. But there you go. So the Moonflower is their light one, but actually there's another light one which you guys have actually seen and used when we did the star. Remember the 5-star blanket? I'm going to pop that in the description box down below as well. The 5-star blanket. We used another light grey. So there's a light grey. There's this one here. There's this one. And then there's your dark grey that you just saw. But Moonflower is a gorgeous grey. I love this one here. Out of all the 3 greys, I do love this one. And yet we are using this one for our special project coming up. Get excited. I will tell you, oh, I can't wind it up because it's attached. I will tell you how much you will need. You will know on that first Thursday of the month. And believe me, guys, when you see the project, you are going to want to make it. And if you don't want to make it, then I'm sorry. But you can at least use the colors for other things, and I will let you know how many colors to buy. I think you'll only need one of each. Not all of these, because some of these colors are for 2 personal projects that I'm making, which you will see, which will be one pattern, a paid pattern on my website. I'm so excited because I've already made one for me. Oh, zip. I'm making one for an 18-year-old, different colors. I'm making one for a 25-year-old, different colors. And you will see 2 of them on the first week of April because they'll both be done. You may not see the 25-year-old done, but I will have the color combination ready for you to have a look at. But believe me, when you see these 2 big projects, you are going to want to make them. All right, so cream, you may or may not know, I use cream a lot on our channel, usually for borders. But again, you don't have to use them for the borders. You know, you can use them for whatever else you want. Stone, as you can see, it does look exactly like the color of a stone. Yeah, a stone outside in your backyard or front yard. And it's a beautiful color. And I've started using it. Is it one? No, it's not. But it's for a special project so that you won't know about that one yet. And this one is really different. I purchased this one called Blue Denim for the 18-year-olds project. Now that one there is, I've never seen it before with Bendigo's yarn, but actually it's really quite nice. It is a blue, but it's got like a tinge of grey in it even. So they're all Aran weight and they're all 10 ply, which means when we do our project, if you don't purchase the Bendigo Woolen Mills yarn, you can use the Aran weight that we used last year when we did our Swatch Blanket. I have to think about it. Our Swatch Blanket of 2021. But if you want to purchase these colors, by all means, purchase them, but not all of them yet. Just purchase the ones we're going. Well, you can purchase all of them if you like. But purchase the ones we are going to use for the project, which you will hear about on the first Thursday of April, which is 2 weeks away now. What? I better hurry up and get that project done. And you've seen that one, and you've seen the aquarium. Both of them are attached to the same project. Zip. She can't keep her mouth shut, can she? The last one I have on the table at the moment is called Sunflower. It's a beautiful lemony kind of color. They have 2. They have a gold color and the lemon color. I'm using them both for a project, but this one is definitely going to be used for our project. So if you've got a lemon in stock or a yellow, by all means, get organized because we're using that one. The other color they have, which is this yellow, okay? It's that one. Now, we've used this one for our temperature blanket that's attached to the project. What? There's so many different things happening, guys. You really are going to enjoy it. And if you don't enjoy it, then just watch everybody else make it. They're like that. Watch everybody else make it. But, you know, they're beautiful colors, and I cannot wait to show you on the first week of April. It's going to be very exciting. This is one reason why I'm calling April Active April, because there is so much happening. Aside from that, we are going to talk about something else, which I'll talk about in one moment. But in the meantime, I'm going to go back to all the chat, because showing you all this yarn, I missed all the chat. Don't you love it? All right. All right, how far back does it go? Oh, it goes very far back. Oh, I'm going to spend a whole week reading this chat. Okay. Oh. Look how far back it goes. Oops. Oh, happy birthday, Luana. That's where we got to. That was such a long way away. Get better soon, Green. Yes, thank you, Green and Anne. Hope you both get better very quickly. Everyone wishing you well. That's fantastic. I love our community. My first birthday gift is a gift card from Mum, and I know what I'm doing with it. Oh, go for it, Middle Earthian. I have a sore eye. How annoying. I know it's the left one, and I do apologize in advance. It really is puffed up too. I feel like I've been beat up. Pretty colors. Thank you, Middle Earthian. Happy birthday. Enjoy your special day, says Green Butterfly. Get well soon, Green Butterfly. And beautiful. Oh, sorry to hear you're sick, and Green Butterfly. I love our community. I use slate on my king bed blanket, and I love it. It's a beautiful color, isn't it, Julie? Yes. Hello, lovely Sherry. Lovely to have you here, Crystal. Lovely to have you here, Crystal Baker. And I'm on my last side of the blanket for Mum. Yay! Hope to finish it tomorrow. Good luck, Middle Earthian. Love the colors. Thank you, Liz. Feel better soon, says Raylene to Anne and Green Butterfly. Gorgeous colors. Thank you, Corrine, the lovely Corrine. Hello, Margaret B. Hello, hello. I've missed a lot of the chat. I do apologize. You love the colors. Thank you, Middle Earthian. Can we have first Friday for April, as we have to wait 2 weeks until first Thursday? Nice try, Raylene. Nice try. Hello, Daphne. Lovely Daphne. Hello. I've purchased my first Bendigo wool, Mary. I'm looking forward to using it. Michelle, you will not look back. I'm telling you, you will love it. As long as you've purchased, I'm sure the other yarn is good, but if you've purchased a luxury yarn, you will not look back. I promise you, you will not look back, especially once it's washed in some nice fabric softener or a bit of vinegar in there to stop any dye from running. Not that their dye runs, but I always do that anyway. Yeah. I get so confused because I believe my days are day behind. It happens, don't worry. You'll set. There's no giveaways on it, but it is a lot of information. You're going to love that video. What is Aran weight? Aran weight is like a 10 ply. I believe it's worsted weight, guys. Anyone overseas who know that an Aran weight is it worsted weight? Hello, says Sherry. Thank you. So pretty. Thank you, Luana. I'll catch on replay. Got to go. See you, Michelle. Lovely to have you here. Corrine says so exciting. And who is that? Carrot Top. Lovely Carrot Top. Lovely to have you here. You're still watching me. I know you're watching me. Lots of yarn and possibly crochet hooks. Okay. Oh, I'm missing everything. Pamela, happy birthday to those who I missed. It's Luana's birthday, Pamela. Well wishes to those sick. I know you've come in right towards the end there. Yes, it is, says Jody. Yes, I believe it is worsted. Thank you, Jody, and thank you, Middle Earthian. So 10 ply is your worsted yarn. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that's right. But trust me, you are going to love this project. If not, make it for someone else, because I'm telling you, I love it. And I'm like, when I was crocheting last night, I was on the couch, big smile on my face. Really big smile. I couldn't get it off the face. The eye was hurting late last night and this morning, but the big smile just couldn't get rid of it. So there you go. All right. So that's the big yarn haul for now. It is a yarn haul, I have to admit, for the Australian Sheep and Wool Show projects. So there will be packs made with some of that yarn. Keep that in mind, guys, for the first of the month. But some of the other colors that I did show you, some of the few colors that you saw that I said we're going to be doing, we will be doing a project on the channel. One project on the channel. There's two, but one for now, one's coming in May. I can't keep it quiet, can I? One's coming now, one's coming probably in May, roughly around May or June, to promote our other items that are going off to the Australian Sheep and Wool Show. But you know what? I'm thinking they may even go off before the Australian Sheep and Wool Show at this rate. But I'm not going to, don't quote me on it. But the way I'm going, I made one for myself. That's all I'm saying. And I'm making one for an 18-year-old. and I'm halfway through hers already. I'm not going to say what it is, but I'm telling you now, I think it's going to go off. I really do think it's going to be like wildfire. You like that wildfire. So there you go. Let's quickly get back to why I haven't uploaded Easter gear. Now, two reasons. One, I haven't done them. I haven't done the Easter gear yet. Two, the reason was when the Bendigo haul came in on Monday, I started working on these projects. I got project happy. I went nuts. If you saw me here, you would have thought, look at this loony bin. Loony bin, you know, oh, just a little bit crazy. I went nuts and I was working on like 3 different projects at the same time, and I just went crazy. When you see those projects on the first week of April, you will know why I went crazy. And you'll think, she actually did those 3 items in 3 weeks? What is wrong with it? So when you see them, you will know what I mean. Okay, so just heads up there. But the other thing I wanted to talk about was, for those of you who know, my young Stanley, or I should say our young Stanley, has passed. And, you know, we talked about this a few weeks ago, and we actually talked about a friendship bracelet, which we made. Where is it? Where is it? We did make one for the channel right here, right here, right now, right here, right now. Isn't that a song? Right here, right now. So we made that gorgeous friendship bracelet for the channel. However, I was looking up spiders because, as you know, if you're joining us new, welcome. Stanley was our bird-eating spider, which we kept up on a shelf, literally not far from where I do my tutorials, from where I, you know, my workstation. And sometimes people could actually hear the crickets in the background in some of our videos. Those crickets were Stanley's lunch. And Stanley was with us, I don't know, 12, 13 years. I can't remember. I'll have to do my homework before I upload the little video. But I've decided to do another friendship bracelet in honor of our young Stanley. And I thought we will do, well, it's not young, he was old. He was old. And I thought instead of doing Easter this week, we'll do it next week, only because I bought all that yarn and I got too excited, right? But I do know that the project that I'm making for Stanley, or in honor of Stanley, I should say, will be very quick, and you guys will be able to make that yourselves. However, just a little heads up that I'm going to tell you in advance, and I will mention that in the tutorial as well. There may be a little footage way at the end on Stanley with a bit of video for Stanley, some photos maybe, whatever. I haven't really decided yet, but I will warn you in advance. So you will know that you're not, if you don't want to see Stanley, I do say to you, please, next, you know, few minutes is a video of Stanley. Look away now if you don't want to see a spider. So I will give you a bit of heads up there. But I thought instead of doing Easter, I really want to do that friendship bracelet in honor of our Stanley passing. So there you go. And that's going to happen, Thursday. Tomorrow's Thursday or Friday. Okay, so either Thursday or Friday, and then next week we'll do our Easter egg, which you saw I've put away. It's in the fridge. It's in the fridge. I put it straight in the fridge after the live, as you do, last Saturday, and it's in the fridge. So never mind. But we will do the Easter egg little thing. For those of you who did see that little Easter egg cover on Saturday, we'll be doing that next Monday coming. Well, Monday coming, I should say. So bear with me. We still have plenty of time for Easter. So next week's our Easter week. The other thing, I'm trying to rush through this because there's so much to talk about. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about was Easter. Obviously, we've got one Easter project, which you guys know, the Easter eggs. And if you're joining us new, we're going to do one Easter egg project for now. And then we haven't really discussed a second project. We talked about it. We did a bit of I don't know, brainstorming, if you will. But we never really discussed, because I've got a question mark here for Friday, which was really weird. I've got Easter project 2, question mark. And I thought, why did I put a question mark? Because we never really came up with a second project for Easter. Again, we did all this, but we never really come up with anything. So what I'm thinking of doing, we'll do a bit of brainstorming today if anyone's interested in letting me know what they would like to see for Easter, and I will do that next week along with our little Easter egg. The other thing, there's so much to talk about. Well, let's mark it off. We've talked about the friendship bracelet and Stanley. Yay, that's good. We have talked about, no, we haven't talked about that. We haven't talked about that. Okay. On Saturday, I mentioned the fellow Charlie from Circle Nails. Here's the fellow where I get my nails done. As you can see, we've done Easter colors this time. I wanted to do 3 colors, but the lady who usually serves me, her name is Fu, and that's Phu. And she says, why not do 5 colors? So you could have 1 for each finger, and then we'll just do the same for the opposite side. How clever was Fu? And so there you go. We did 5 colors. And I said to Charlie, look, sometimes my subscribers ask where I get my nails done. I get my nails done by Circle Nails at Broadmeadows Shopping Town Centre, not far from Glenroy. In actual fact, I can walk there in 25 minutes because I've done it before. Some people take 35, but I'm a speed walker, yeah? So I walk there in 25 minutes, but usually I take the car, obviously. And the wonderful Charlie, apart from being a little bit of eye candy because he's so cute, he's also very good and very hands-on as well himself. So when they're a little bit tight for time, he will actually sit down and help out the girls, and that's fantastic. So give him credit, Charlie from Circle Nails at Broadmeadows Shopping Town Centre. There you go. I told Charlie that I would mention his name because, you know what, I always talk about my nails and people ask, where do you get your designs done? Well, I get them physically drawn on my thumbs. Okay, if you didn't know that, they're not stickers. When you see the ones on my thumbs, they are not stickers. Some of them are. The Christmas ones last year were stickers. But when you see wow written on there, or you see a crochet hook, I get a lovely lady who sits there and spends, I don't know, half an hour, and she's like hunchback because she's trying really hard to get it right without messing it up because she knows that I'm on YouTube, and she does a beautiful job. I can't remember her name, but I do know Fu usually does my normal nails weekly. Or I should say weekly. It's not weekly. It's like every 3 weeks. It's not weekly. I can't afford it weekly. But she does my nails and she's lovely. And Charlie sets me up. And you know when I ring now, hi Charlie, oh hi Mary. He even knows my voice. So there you go. So the wonderful Charlie from Circle Nails, visit him if you are in our area or our shopping centre there, and he does a wonderful job. So there you go. So we've talked about Charlie, we've talked about the friendship bracelet. We're going to talk about our live antics. What? And I'm going to talk about that in a minute before I catch up on all the gossip over here. Okay. Worsted and Aaron are the same in the States. That's great. Thank you for telling me, everyone. Yes, everyone's saying happy birthday to Luana. Love your nails. Thank you, Corrine. Hello, Jodie K. Lovely to have you here. Very pretty nails. Thank you, Middle Earthian. Awesome nails. Thank you, Crystal. Jodie K says, Middle, my birthday is on March the 29th. If we miss it, Jodie K, please have a wonderful birthday, just in case we miss, because I can miss, because I don't know what planet I'm on. Is it Mars or are we on Earth? I don't know. There you go. Had you going? Yes, that's beautiful. Spring the fiber enthusiast. Hello, welcome. I have not seen you here. Have you been here before? If you have, I apologize. If you haven't, welcome. And please, guys, again, I'm sorry about my eye. I look like I've been beat up. Stanley did it. No, I look like I've been really sore, and it is very sore. I don't know what it is. It's just a dry eye. It happens often. That's what happens when you work too much. And I'm like this constantly. So it's a bit dry. All right. So the live antics. What were the live antics? Let me explain that again for you. Last time I checked, we're on Earth. We're on Earth, are we? Well, you would know, Middle Earthian. You'd be right in the middle there. Wouldn't you? Oh, I made a pun. Pardon the pun. All right, I'm a bit naughty, aren't I? But remember, we talked about live antics. Now you're wondering, what are the live antics? What does she mean? They're not exactly antics. I just call them that. On Saturday, we are starting this. Yes, I have only the replays. Well, lovely to have you here, Spring. Lovely to have you here. I know it's Middle Earthian. I'm really bad at my puns. I do apologize. So lovely. Oh, let's give it that personal message. How dare they put a message up when they know I'm on my live? People I know, they know I'm on my live, and literally I don't hear from them all day, and then they message me while I'm on my live. Don't you love it? So live antics, what does that mean? It starts Saturday. Now, what's going to happen? Let's just take, for argument's sake, yellow. Let's say we've got a yellow, we'll call it what it is, sunflower. Let's just say we have sunflower. This is for argument's sake. This is not what we're doing, right? But it's similar to what we're doing. We've got sunflower, we've got stone, and we have shadow. All right. Let's say we have these three colors on the table. We'll pop them up here for now. That we have, as you can see, I've used this one. Oh. We're getting excited. I'm excited. Let's say we have these three colors on the table. Let's say we have 5 colors. Let's say we only have 1 color, whatever. We have them on the table. I grab my little camera. Oh, give me a second. And I go like that, right? Face it towards those colors. Then I look up and I say, right, I want everyone, well, that's really not high enough, to give me an idea of a color combination or whatever. I'll explain it on Saturday, right? And the one that I pick from here, from our chat, it's only going to happen in our live chat, right? I will pick someone and I say, right, I want you to pick a color combination. And next week, on next week's tutorial, I will do a small tutorial of a small item specifically with the colors that you've chosen, whether it's 1 or 2 or 5 or 10, whatever's on my table, you pick what you like, and I will make something, and your name, if you want, will come up in the tutorial as well as the one who chose the color combination. So a little bit of live antics. It's a bit like when we were trying to choose our color combination. I'm starting to laugh already. When I tried to choose our color combination here, and you guys had me on my feet and I was working up a sweat trying to pick colors for the Swatch Blanket of 2021 last year. Let me pop that on the in a description box down below, Swatch Blanket for after the live. Excuse me, guys. I'm going to have a drink of water. I'm going to have a drink. Cheers, everyone. Oh, cheers. Oh, that's better. And you get to choose, Swatch Blanket, let me write that down. You get to choose the color combination. You don't get to choose the pattern. I will talk to you about what I'm going to make. I'll say, right, I'm going to make a square or something with double crochets or half doubles or singles or back loops or front posts or back posts or, I don't know, I'll name a stitch, right? A bit like our squares from last year, yeah? Doesn't have to be a square. I can make something out of it, which I probably will. And you know me, I want to be practical. I will make something for you to use or to wear or to have, to keep, or to give as a gift with those colors that you, whoever it is, that I choose on the live, and your name will come up in the video. I am teasing you just that little bit, Julie, just a tiny, teeny little bit. Don't worry, Middle Earthian. Mary is just trying to be punny. I love it, Teresa. Auntie T, she's so funny. So there you go, guys. That's a little something, a little bit of live antics. We're going to do that for a little while just to have a little bit of fun on our lives, and it will only happen on Saturday mornings live. Okay, just heads up there. If we get a big, outpouring of, excitement, we might make it on Wednesdays live as well. But at this stage, we're going to do that on Saturday mornings live. So get excited. Now, if you can't make Saturday mornings live, I do apologize, but that's the one we're doing it on at this stage. We may change that in the future. Now, the other thing too, all I know is in April at some stage, I may be doing a few shows in our local area. So I may not be on our Saturday mornings live at 10 a.m. I may be like really early. We're talking 7 a.m. our time, or even after midday our time. Well, I haven't decided yet, but I will let you know closer to the date. Now, this is starting to shade over, so I hope we don't lose content, internet here. When it goes darker here, I know that we're going to lose internet. Yesterday afternoon, we lost internet completely. So fingers crossed it holds out for us. I have given you most of the rundown of what's happening, but still, just in case we lose internet, we'll call it a day. I want to hold on, and I want things to do here, but we'll think about it. All right. So, okay. So, Thursday or Friday, you will be getting our next friendship bracelet in honor of our wonderful Stanley, our bird-eating spider who passed a few weeks back. 2 weeks ago, roughly 2 weeks to date, we'll say, because we don't know exactly what day he passed. We just know he was extremely active, and then he sat in one spot, and that was the end of that for about a week and a half, nearly 2 weeks. And we went to see him, and he was gone. So we are going to do a little bracelet in honor of Stanley. At the end of that video, there will be footage on Stanley the spider, and I will warn you. I'll say, right, there's your friendship bracelet. Off you go. If you don't want to see the next couple of minutes of footage of Stanley, please look away now. I will pre-warn you, you will not get a shock. You won't think, oh my gosh, there's a spider on the screen. You won't see that. I'll pre-warn you. You'll hear my voice in the background nagging, whinging about how scary he looked. Because that's what I do. Because I was very scared of him. But every morning without fail, he was on his little glass watching me make lunches. I can't believe I did that every morning for like 10 years or more. When the children were very young and they're at school, I used to make the lunches, and I'd be looking straight at him in this glass. And that was what he did every morning. So I'm thinking friendship bracelet. He was my lunch friend. I'm going to use this opportunity to make a bracelet in honor of his name, but the stitch is in honor of him as well. And you'll work that out when you see that on Thursday or Friday of this week. And then on Monday, we'll start our Easter projects. And I do apologize for being a week late for that, but Bendigo Yarn came in and I got crochet happy. And I started crocheting and couldn't stop, as you do. So there you go. How naughty am I? All right. So that's what's happening over the next week or so here at Wow Crochet Designs. I think I've caught up. Charlie Antiques, yes. Friendship bracelet using, yes. Okay. We're good. We're good. Okay. So we are doing the Easter egg holder, the little egg holder. It's not really an Easter egg holder. It's a hard-boiled egg holder. We are doing that on Monday. Coming now. So thanks for the pre-warning. And then when you warn us on the video, I give you ample time. I say, right, in the next few minutes, you will see some footage of an actual real footage, live footage. Well, not so much live anymore, but it was live at the time, of Stanley, our bird-eating spider. Now, he was big, so heads up. Just preparing everyone. You may see some photos and you may see some footage. And I actually remembered the other day, or someone brought it to my attention actually, that Frances, my daughter, when she was in high school, she did a science project on Stanley. I'd forgotten all about the science project, and actually it was pretty amazing. Maybe if she has that project, we might be able to put some of her, maybe. I don't think she has. And she's not home at the moment, so there you go. You love spiders, dear Spring. Well, I don't really like spiders. But we did have one in the house for, I don't know, 15 more years. I can't even remember how old my son was. I think it was 9. He's my music person now. He does all the music on our channel here at Wow Crochet Designs. For those of you who didn't know this, every bit of music you see on the channel from 3 years ago and onwards is Andrew's music. Before then, I used to use some free music that was available, which I don't use anymore. I now use all of the music. Actually, literally, if you think about it, all of it is Andrew's. Because beforehand, I kind of went over them with other music anyway. So it's literally all Andrew's music, which is fantastic. He is a musician after all, so I asked him to do all my music. My favorite one was when he did the Halloween music in the 2021 Halloween video. I'll pop that in the description box down below because that was my favorite Halloween video. I was a bit silly, and there was this one little drink that I was drinking during the video, which I just kept drinking. And so I was a little bit sillier with it. So you have to check that one out. I'll pop that link in the description box down below after the live, along with the Swatch Blanket of 2021, the Man Beanie, Father's Day beanie, the Man Scarf. I will pop all those links. Can you believe what we talked about just now? In the description box. I can't believe I said all that. Down below at the end of this live. Hello, Kaz. Lovely to have you here. Hello. She says she calls us wowzers. Wowers? Wowers. Not wowzers. Wowers. Try to say that fast 10 times, Kaz. I dare you. So there you go. So we have a lot of Aran weight or worsted weight for Bendigo Woolen Mills worsted weight yarn. We're going to be using a lot of that in April. You can use the yarn that we purchased last year, which is, as you can see, the shelf is empty because I'm using that for another project. There's so many projects coming up with the Aran weight or the worsted weight yarn over the next 3 months, because obviously it's in Australia, it's our autumn and our winter coming up. So you will see a lot of those projects. Occasionally I'll pop something spring and summery up for our overseas subscribers to create and make. I will also have some household items for those overseas and locals to make as well. Okay, found a fingerless mitt pattern. Still have to find a simple beanie pattern. Going to look through your playlist again. Also, Middle Earthian, look at the, what do I call it? It was called the Father's Day beanie. Look at that one there. Even though it says Father's Day, it's actually gender friendly. I would actually, I'm itchy now, so itchy. I would actually wear that beanie. I think I use the moss stitch. It's called the moss stitch. Father's Day / moss stitch beanie, if that helps. That was last year's Father's Day beanie or project. That is gender friendly. Anybody could wear it. And when I made that beanie, I popped it up on my Facebook page saying, oh, you know, beanie, come check out the beanie on the website and, you know, the YouTube channel. And straight away, someone I knew purchased it, like instantly. I popped it up and they purchased it straight away. It's very, very popular. It's very gender friendly. And that is why it's popular. You can be a man, woman, whatever you want to be. It doesn't matter. You can wear this beanie. So it's very gender friendly. Oh, I missed all the chat again. The man scarf video was how I first found your channel. Thank you, Pamela. Cool. I'll check it out. Trust me, you're going to love that beanie. And you know what? You don't have to use the black and the grey, which you saw here today. You can use red and white. I've used red and white. You can use yellow and brown or gold and brown. You can use whatever, orange and green. You can use whatever you like because that is actually, I loved it. When I made it, I loved it. And the minute I showed it on my, literally the second it went up on my Facebook page, someone I know got on real quickly and said, I want that beanie. I want that for my husband. I want that. And she said, I want that for myself too. So I sold it to her for her husband. We didn't make one for herself because she said she was happy just with her husband wearing one. And that was the end of that. Footy colours would be good. That's right. I know, Kaz. I know. So far, my niece just wants one colour for her beanie mitt pattern. That's great. All right, well, over the next few months, we'll also be doing mittens again. And the reason we're doing fingerless gloves, not so much mittens, we're doing fingerless gloves again, is because what was the reason why? I saw a pattern, one that I made years ago using, what's the stitch called? Leave it with me. Oh, the stitch, that's a single crochet, chain 2, and I used it for the honey cowl. And I'm going to find that pattern again and use some of those stitches for the fingerless gloves because they were divine. I have just made 20 beanies, footy colours for charity. Raylene, go you, Raylene. Well done. If you don't know, Australia's footy season is in. Now, I'm going to be honest here. I'm not a footy fan. Don't hate me. All you footy people out there, don't hate me. I'm not a footy fan. However, I will create for our footy season. You will see some footy gear going up, whether it's a beanie, whether it's some fingerless gloves, whether it's a little scarf, cowl. You will see something footy-ish. Footy-ish. Can we say that word? Footy-ish going up. For those of you overseas, it's Australian Aussie rules, it's called. It's our football season and everyone goes crazy. Everyone goes crazy. Still trying to find simple patterns for Ukraine colours. Yeah, good luck finding things, Middle Earthian. The colours are very interesting, actually. The Ukraine colours are very interesting. Thumbs up. Thank you, Spring, everyone, for our lovely host. Thank you so much, Spring. The thumbs up really helps with algorithm, guys. Please, if you've got that moment to just click that little tiny button, go ahead and do that because it does help with our algorithms on the channel. For those of you who don't know what algorithms is. It's a whole lot of jazz that even I don't know about it. But they say, go for the thumbs up. What fun. Hope my channel notification works that day. Daphne, look, it doesn't, don't stress too much. All that will happen for you mean for the live. Oh, good luck getting on the live. I'm not a sports person either, Mary, unless it's horse related. Okay, Middle Earthian, that's cute. I like sports, but I like to play it. I don't like to watch it, and I don't play it very often. So there you go. I do a lot of a lot of working out. And the past week I've worked out, even though it's only been 3 days, I've worked out the past 3 days for 3 workouts on the treadmill. And last week I worked out as well, almost lost 1.5 kilos in a week and a half. Well, it's probably about 2 weeks. We'll say 2 weeks. 1.5 kilos in 2 weeks. But that, you know what? That's constant burning. It's hard work. Whose idea was it to lose weight? Oh, that's right. It was a doctor's. It's all his fault. I'm not talking to him anymore. I don't like him anymore. He's gone. He's out of my life. He's been around for 100 years. No, he's a good doctor. He does the right thing, and he's looking after my health, so I have to work out. I want to cry. Thanks, Spring. So there you go. So you've seen all the yarn. You know some exciting things are coming, but you don't know what they are. I'm very tight-lipped, and I'm trying my hardest to keep, you know what? I'm trying my hardest to keep my lip. Oh, you almost saw something there. Let's just do that. Let's do this. Let's do that. Oh, that's it. I'm not going to do any more. I'm so naughty. So lots of things. That's or should say an item that is definitely coming on the channel. You can use the Bendigo Woolen Mills Luxury 100% pure wool in Aran weight, or you can use any worsted weight that you have in stock, Aran weight or 10 ply that you have in stock for that project. That will be the very first project you see on the channel after the first Thursday of the month. You won't get it on the Friday. You'll probably get it on the Monday. But I'm hoping to finish it in time. Don't you love it? Oh, yeah, you'll get it. Sure you will. Oh, there is something I wanted to talk to you about. A lovely lady. I can't for the life of me remember her name. I hope she's on. She went over to Facebook and said, Mary, what is happening with the pretty as a peacock blanket? And I said, as I'm going to tell you now, is the recording for part 2 will happen on Friday. Now, I started recording this, let's try Monday. I started recording part 2 a while back, and I messed up all of part 2, so I had to redo it and rewrite it because it's typed up on the computer now already. And messed up on part 2. Now, I'm only going to be recording it at this stage. Once I get part 3 and the final border rows done, then I will upload part 2. Okay, just heads up. But the recording for part 2 will be on Monday. Hopefully I can get all of part 2 recorded by Wednesday, because once it starts getting bigger, it's harder to, it takes longer to get around the row, yeah? Once it starts getting bigger, it's going to take a while. So I hopefully, because it'll take like 1 or 2 to 3 days worth of recording. It starts on Monday, but it doesn't happen until maybe the Wednesday. And so once I get that done, hopefully I can get the recording of part 2 complete by Tuesday afternoon, so you can see it on Wednesday's live, even Wednesday morning, and you can see it on Wednesday's live. Okay, you won't see anything Saturday. I won't have anything recorded by that time, and I'm going to say that because I know I won't, because if I say maybe, no, it's not going to happen. Because I know there's just too much happening. I've got all this yarn come in, and I'm overly excited. So you will see the look of part 2 on maybe Wednesday of next week or Saturday of next week. But the actual tutorial itself, not yet, Raylene, that's what I was saying. The actual tutorial itself will not come out until the lovely Jody gets her pattern. Now, I was going to have a chat with Jody about it. I'm going to have to give it to Jody without it being tested. Jody, you're going to see all the mistakes. You won't. I'll try and fix as many mistakes as I can. But I don't have time to get the pattern tested to get it to you in time so that we can complete. Oh, it's so much work, isn't it? So we can complete it in time. So what I'm going to do, Jody, is get the pattern out to you without anything, like without any, it'll go straight direct to you by mail. Normal mail to Ireland is easy. I don't have an issue. Deliveries to Ireland. Speaking of which, guys, if you didn't know this, when I went to deliver to Ireland the other day, the post office said, yeah, we're delivering, but oh, it's hilarious. It'll take between 2 to 3 months to get there on normal delivery, or we'll charge you $75 and it'll take you just over a month. What? So I just said normal delivery, just send it off and then good luck. But the envelopes, funnily enough, get there within the week or so. So, Jody, either I'll send it to you via envelope or I'll email you the pattern. You can have a look-see, please, please. I'm sorry. I know, right, Spring? It's disgusting, Spring. It's the only issues. For some reason, that's the only country we're having issues getting mail to. This is lucky. Since July last year, I haven't been able to post anything to Ireland at all. No post at all. There were no planes going to Ireland to deliver. None whatsoever. That is what I was told. They firstly started off saying you need to post express post, which at that time, I think it was $100 and something. I thought, something is small. What are you, nuts? It is insane, Spring. It is insane. Don't even go there because it's madness. But now it's getting a little bit better. It's still madness. So poor Jodie, it's going to take a long time before she receives any of her gear. And I do apologize in advance for that, Jodie. I really do. It's like, poor thing's been waiting such a long time only to be told she's going to have to wait another 2 to 3 months. But it's gone, Jodie. So just, you know what, though? I did notice one thing. It did say on my postal check that it's actually sitting at Melbourne Airport, which was very quick because I only shipped it off the 2 days ago, as you know, right? And I'm thinking, wait a minute, it's at the airport already? That's interesting. So it might sit there for a month or it might go tomorrow, which, fingers crossed, you never know you never know what's going on. You never know, do you? You never know. So just a quick heads up to let you know, Jodie, I will email your pattern to you. It will not be pattern tested. Just a bit of heads up there. So I would actually follow the video tutorial, actually. You can watch the pattern if you like, but I will actually follow the video tutorial. Bye for now, all. Have a nice week. I'll see you, Julie. We will see you on Saturday. Get excited for Saturday's live, hun, because it's going to be big. So yeah, I'm hoping you're still on, Jodie, but if you're not, I will send you a message later about it. But you will receive the pattern before the tutorial goes out. But heads up, it won't be perfect. It will be shocking. Okay, because I haven't got time to get it tested. And it's a big pattern to get tested as well. But for us on the channel, you will get, you'll see the visual anyway. So you'll see it. Whether it's the pattern's been written properly or not is another story. You won't have to worry about it. Jodie, just be wary. You can use the pattern if you like, but just be wary there may be the odd little mistake. Because it's never been pattern tested. It's all new. It's one of those things that, like the Hexagon mystery blanket. And for those of you who don't remember, let's pop that in. Let's pop that in the thing down below as well. I can't get it right now. In the description box down below, Hexagon mystery blanket. That one there was also, I made that specifically for the channel. And I did that in 2020. Maybe. And I'm doing that with this particular blanket, pretty as a peacock blanket as well. So you will see the pattern go up eventually, but you may not see it go up for a while yet. I'm here, sorry, doing some housework. Don't you love housework, Jodie? No, while I listen, no worries about the pattern on the shipment. But I will get you the pattern before part 2 goes up. So it will go to you, but it'll go to you via email or via post. Okay, so whichever. The post, the normal, let me get this right. The normal envelope posting is fine. It's only when there's a parcel. We're only human and mistakes are made. Oh, I'm not human. I never make mistakes. Sorry, Spring. I thought I'd throw that in there. Sometimes when I make a mistake, I'm stupid enough to tell you. You're like, I'm stupid enough. I'm silly enough to tell you that I've made a mistake, and I literally do say, "Oh, I made a mistake in this one," and I do tell you, and it's one of those things that I do let it out because at the end of the day, like you said, we are human, and sadly, when I look in the mirror, I say, "Oh, what I am human? What? Why am I so human? Why am I such a human?" Gonna be a little bit different. So yeah, I make mistakes like anybody else. So what I do is I will not, and this is so you've known this because I've done this before. I will not upload the tutorial if I see a mistake. There are occasions when I miss it and someone says, "Wait a minute." I think Anne McSee once said it to me. She said, "You said there was 141 stitches or 111 stitches." She said, "I got 141." I went, "Oh, there's 141." So we make mistakes sometimes, and it's okay. It's okay. But I'd love to say I'm not human. Yeah, I'm not. I am. You're superhuman. Yay! You know what, Jody? It's not my fault now. It was my fault years ago not sleeping, but it's not my fault nowadays because I have a wonderful son. He's a marvelous son, but his life, because he's a musician, his life and times of his life are all over the place. So he comes and goes at any time during the day and the evening, back from gigs and watching people's gigs and whatever else having you. And he comes home at like 3 in the morning sometimes and 4. I've been awake since 3:15 to be exact, 3:15 this morning. And, it does look like it. I'm going to have an early night tonight. But he will be home early tonight. This morning he comes in, he goes, "Why are you awake, Mum?" "Well, I heard the door." He said, "Yeah, but you're like wide awake." So I can just say it's his fault now. I'm blaming it on my musician son. No, he's a good boy, but he did go to a gig last night. So when he got back, it was pretty late. I still get up pretty. I will be sleeping in tomorrow because I know I haven't had a proper sleep today. So I'll definitely. It's just it's all over the place. It's sporadic. It's all over the place. It's just So poor Andrew. It's 2 a.m. there. Is it spring? You better get some sleep, but stay around for a while. Listen to me. Get some sleep, but stay. Get some sleep, stay. She can't make up her mind, can she? What else? You know what? I thought that was going to take longer than I thought. But I just wanted to say to everyone, get ready because it's all happening. April is going to be a happening month. I've called it Active April on purpose. I'm going to be working days. I'm going to be working nights. I'm already working days and nights now to get ready for April. Along with the Pretty as a Peacock blanket, you will get everything in April. It will just be such a month. You'll be thinking, wow, you will actually look at it and think it was like your life flashing before your eyes. It's going to be so quick. And it's going to be a little bit more quicker than normal because I've already started the projects. Oh, I haven't actually recorded it. That's going to be hard now because I've already started making them. So I've already started those projects. So making them is going to be quick for me. I will be finishing off how do I explain it? I'll be finishing off those tutorials when you're starting. Okay. So by the time you start, I would have already finished mine, completed mine, which is something I don't do. I usually make things together with you. We do them together, which is why things take so long to come out because we do them together. But for this, well, 2 projects, oh, there's 3, but 3, one's not coming till September, so don't worry about that. For these 2 projects coming up, I wanted to be sure I was doing the right thing. And it's a pattern that I have to design myself. So I literally have done 2 already. I've done 2. I've done 1 in 3 weeks, which usually takes me months to do. And I'm shocked that I did it in 3 weeks. And then I'm halfway through another one. And then I've got this second one, which is actually the main one that we're going to have on the channel, which is a little bit easier than the other 2. And you'll know when you see them what I mean. So I don't want to tell you what they are yet. I want you to get a surprise in April. I want you to go, oh, what is she done? Is she crazy? Well, tell us something we don't know, they're saying. Tell us something we do. We know she's crazy. But there you go. So that is what's happening in April. It's going to be fast. It's going to fly through. And you guys are going to say, wait a minute, you couldn't have made that much in 3 weeks. And I did. And my arm is sore. My hands are sore. And what's worse is I'm exercising as well. So I'm working a bit sore as well, as you do. So you're really going to love it. You really are. I'm so sorry. I'm very late to the party. I've been paying bills, as you do. How sad. Hope you are well. Who? Me? Oh, me? I've just got a sore eye. Someone bashed me in the eye overnight. I don't know. Sore. It's not me who's unwell. It's the lovely Anne and Green Butterfly. Anne Maxine, Green Butterfly, not well. It is 2 a.m. for me. I'm listening as I relax. Pamela, that's lovely. That's lovely. What is it here? Let's see. The time here is 5. Oh, it's 5 p.m. here in the afternoon. I've already cooked my sauce. I'm ready to have pasta today. Don't tell my doctor. Don't tell the doctor. If he finds out I'm having pasta, I'm in trouble. But you know what? I worked out for the past 3 days in a row, and I'm working out before dinner today because my sauce is already there. So I'm going to do a doof, doof, doof before dinner. Doof, 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 doof. That's the exercise I'm doing. So maybe by May and June, when I want to show you what I want to show you, it's not going to fit me. That's all I'm saying. Yes, it's an item of clothing. That's it. Stop talking. It's a few items of clothing. It's a few items. There's more than one. There's like 3, 5. No, there's only 2 now, and one in September. The one in September will be, you know what, I'll tell you about that one. It will be for the man in your life. Okay, so these 2 will be for the women in your life, and the one in September will be for the man in your life. I will talk to you about certain subscribers whom I have asked to test these patterns. They will get them very soon, and they can test them for me, and we will talk about whether or not they want their names mentioned. But for now, we won't mention their names, and they're not locals. They are from overseas. I chose, because I've got local people here. I've got 3 pattern testers here who test for me. They are good friends. They are Crochet and Knitting Achu friends, and they test. It's a part of a crochet group that we've been in for a long time, and they test most of my gear, and I thank them very much. But I would like to get some overseas, and I've chosen 2 people already. Oh, the woman will be me. Oh, Jay, I've already chose 2 people. Nice try though. And I will keep you in mind for the future, by the way, Jay. There's a lot of people I want to keep in mind. The lovely Karen B. I wanted her to test a few things for me as well because she does crochet as well as knits Achu. So I wanted her to test for me as well. So there's quite a few people I want to test for me, but I wanted these 2 particular people for the simple fact that they're in 2 different countries, and it's giving us an opportunity of pattern testers from everywhere. We've got pattern testers in Melbourne. We've got pattern testers in the UK, pattern testers in Ireland. We're going to have pattern testers all over the world eventually. Why? Because why not? You like that? Why not? Let's just do it. What can happen? What can happen? Really? I wouldn't mind testing either crochet or the other one. Let's not mention the unmentionables. Middle Earthian. She's a good girl. We like Middle Earthian. She's a good girl. But I've already got my pattern testers for a little while. I can only make so much. Once I have made that and sent it off to them, I will start making for other people. It's Stanley's From Beyond Spider Heaven that gave you the sore eye. Oh, maybe, Teresa. I don't know. I think it's a little bit of dry eye. This has happened before. By tomorrow, it'll be fine. There'll be nothing wrong with it. It'll be like a normal eye. But today, I really do look looks pretty beat up, doesn't it? Dyslexic tester. Oh, is that what they call it? Spring. I've only been in the naughty corner once. That's right, Middle Earthian. One time, everyone was so naughty, I chucked everybody in the corner. I did. Everyone went in. Middle Earthian is the other one. Knitting Achu. Stop that. Yes, it is. That's what she mentioned, Teresa. She's a good girl, Middle Earthian. She knows I don't like to mention it. Teresa's cheeky. She mentions it all the time. Teresa's good at knitting. That's why I choose. I'm for about 100 kilograms of my own yarn. I'm not sure what you mean there. Left-handed tested. Okay, that's good. That's good. Spring. Oh, you think it's funny, don't you, Spring? You're laughing at my expense. That's what I say to everyone. I'm going to make a funny video for you to laugh at my expense. I mean, to laugh with me. And that's what I say. Yes, but I don't say it. She does it. Middle Earthian's a good girl. She doesn't say it. She knows. She knows. But Auntie T is cheeky. She's cheeky in a good way, though. We do like her. Don't tell her. We don't want to give her a big head. Oh, she's all right, Auntie T. She's all right. Oh, she's okay. Shh, don't tell her. We don't want her to know. So, guys, this is what's happening. April's a very exciting month. I don't like to make Mary allergic. It's not that hard these days, Middle Earthian. Oh, it's so funny. The other day, I'm dyslexic and we read patterns differently. This is why I started YouTube. Spring. It's a little bit of a tip here. I started YouTube because I'm the type of person, I like to see things. I'm very visual. And I kept thinking, gosh, if I'm visual, there must be people out there who need to see what they're doing, not just to hear people talking and to write down and look at it thinking, what does she mean by 1DC? What does that mean? It's one double crochet. We know. But some people just get a little confused and look at it thinking, does DC mean duck? Do you know what I mean? And I think, you know what? Let's pop out some videos. And actually, I did a video, if you remember once, on a coaster where I showed you my written pattern and the video. I think we found a couple of mistakes in there too. We were doing our own pattern testing. I was doing my own pattern testing. There was 2 mistakes. I think I spelt scissors with a Z. Or something else. I can't remember the other mistake. But it wasn't about the pattern. It was just typos, which was ridiculous because I didn't pick it up. Right. So, yeah. So if you're visual, you need to see what you're crocheting. So I allowed that for people to watch. And that's why I thought I'd do the tutorials on YouTube. Oh, what did Teresa say? I missed it. That's all right, Middle Earthian. Just leave it to me. I can't go wrong with my little sis. No, not right now. How lovely to see you, Spring, the fiber enthusiast. Love your channel. Has Spring got a channel? Spring, do you have a channel, do you? We'll have to check that out. Yeah. What's it called? Spring, the fiber enthusiast. The fiber enthusiast. I'll have a look at that later, Spring, just for fun. There's a couple of people I'm doing some shout outs for on the first week in April. If you want, I'm happy to do one for you as well. Please let me know. Okay, I'll let you get into trouble. Nah, she's all right. Auntie T doesn't get in trouble. Thank you, Jay. Good to see you. I'm a visual learner. I have a brain injury, so really need tutorials. It's lovely to know. Thank you, Jay. You're knitting right now. Teresa. Yes, ma'am, says Spring. Okay, we can sort that out. Yes, she does all sorts of things, including dyeing. Oh, that would be nice to see. Okay, so what I'll do, I've already got 2 shout outs for that day, so I'll pop you down for the 3rd one. And that will be on the first Thursday of April. So whatever the first Thursday runs into, and the lovely Raylene wanted me to do it a week earlier. Because the first Thursday, the 1st of April, I think, is on a Friday or something. And so she wanted me to know, you got to wait till the first Thursday. Sorry. What do you mean? Don't tell her I'm right here. Oh, shh, don't tell her. Oh, whoops. Thank you. And it would be wonderful. And I would be most grateful. It's all good, Spring. You know what, Spring? And I've said this many times on our channel before. We are a crafting community. I think that we need to look after each other as a community. So if I can do shout outs for you, I know has been done for me in the past. I have had people come on my channel saying, so-and-so did a shout out about you and so-and-so did a shout out. And I'm thinking, well, if it's been done for me, why not do it for someone else? Give back, guys. If you've been given something, give back. And if you haven't been given something, just give anyway. You know, it doesn't hurt a few words with you know, your mouth going. Like, I'm a big motor mouth, so I can say more than a few words. And it doesn't hurt to just shout out to people, because at the end of the day, we are all here for one reason, and that's to create and to show people our beautiful work and to help people who are new to the craft better themselves, or even to learn something from them as well, because it doesn't hurt. Even if you're an experienced professional, it doesn't hurt to learn. Yeah. Oh, I've missed all the chat again. I'm such a chatterbox. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. It's very kind of you. Thank you. Got that. Yeah, Jay's laughing. Thank you very much, Jay. I was dyeing yarn a couple of years ago, says Middle Earth here. Now, I wanted to play with a little bit of dyeing of yarn, but I just don't have the space and all the time right now. Maybe in the future I'll have a bit of a play, but right now, not such a good time. It's not good timing. But you never know. You never know your luck in the big city. Showing support for each other is what it's all about. Spring, our crochet world, as you call it, a lot of people call it, or our crochet community or our crochet family, we do look after each other in this industry. We've always done it and we always will. We can do some in Bendigo. Yes, yes, we can, Jay. For those of you who don't know this, Jay and myself, and probably a lot of other people, will be heading off to Bendigo in July, around July 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, I can't remember now. We will be heading off to Bendigo for the Australian Sheep and Wool Show. Fingers crossed it goes ahead this year. Last year was, it was shocking. I spent 6 months creating. I fixed packs up and bags, and I filled up the car, drove all the way there, set up. Everyone was set up, and then the government decided nobody's going to do anything this weekend. Pulled it out from under us, and we all had to go home. I cried like a baby. I don't think I was crying. I was angry. Like, I was angry. I wanted to get pulled over that day coming home. I would have been in jail. They would have had to pick me up. Come and pick up your crochet weirdo in jail, because she went nuts. Because we were so angry. And it wasn't just me. There was farmers with sheep and everybody who came, and like people were coming from all over Australia. And it wasn't the show's fault at all. It wasn't Australian Sheep and Wool Show. They did nothing wrong. They all did the right thing. Everybody did the right thing. And then the government just came in and whooped and shut us inside for 5 months. Don't you love it? Don't you love it? Never again. So if they do it again this year, I'm not going to be happy. I was going to say something, but I don't want to lie. I was going to say naughty words, but you can't say naughty words. You can't. You've got to be a good girl. Sounds like fun. Think of me when you see spinning fibre. Yep, okay. I'm going to be with Bellevue Park Superfine Marina. Okay, I gotcha. It's the biggest wool show in Australia. It certainly is, Jay. And it took me years to get in there, and I finally got in, and then it was pulled out from under us, and it was very sad. I wasn't crying. I was angry. There was no tears. There was anger. Like, if you warned us a month before, like if the government said, right, we might go into this and it'll definitely happen that weekend when you're doing your, this is a big show. It's not something that just happens once a week. Yeah. If we were pre-warned, but there was no warning. We rocked up there and I said, oh, maybe Melbourne will go into lockdown. Because if you didn't know, Bendigo is not exactly in Melbourne. It's more into the Victorian section of Melbourne. Okay. You're further out. You're not into the city of Melbourne. Yeah. It's got its own little city, which is fantastic. Look, guys, if you've never been to Bendigo, you've got to go. Apparently the Elvis thing is up there at the moment. And Priscilla Presley was here. She was here. She was down there at Bendigo. Wish we'd known that before, right? So the Elvis museum thingy is on. Check it out. It's on now. And I think it finishes the day that I arrive for the show. So, yeah, it was very sad. Many people lost lots of money. I know farmers who folded. Farmers relied on that weekend to sell sheep. I don't know them, But on that day, I was driving home, and the only radio stations you can get when you're in Bendigo are Bendigo stations. So I popped on the radio because I thought I better hear some music before I go nuts. And of course, there was talkback. And there was all of the farmers sitting on the show explaining about how sad things were. One farmer said he had to fold. He was relying on the show to keep his family alive and going. He had to fold. He had to close up shop and take off from the farming life, which was very sad, you know. And there was one farmer that I was actually talking to the manager of the hotel that night because I was fuming, and he was really nice. He looked after me, gave me a few drinks, and he said, sit down, have a drink, just relax a little. And he was really nice. And he said, look, Mary, hang on a second. I got a phone call. Took the phone call, hung up, and he says, that was a farmer. Poor guy had all his sheep in the truck. He's had to do a U-turn and go back home. So a lot of people were affected by it. Very sad at that time. But now, fingers crossed. She says, and she's shaking under the table. Fingers crossed that it does go ahead. Yep, okay. A Bendigo Gallery is one of the best in Australia. You know what? I haven't been there, Jay. I've not been there. I have to check that out. I've been everywhere in Bendigo because I've been there many times before, but I've never been to the art gallery. I'll have to check that out. How sad as a farmer myself, I can understand. It was very sad, and you had to when I was listening to them on the way home. I was in the car thinking, I so want the police to pull me over right now. Because I feel sorry for them if they did, because I would have given them this massive ear bashing. They would have copped it all, but I would have been in jail. Oh, no. Can you come collect this crazy crochet lady, please? She's gone nuts. I was this close, and I was fuming all the way home. And when I got home, in fact, when I filled up the car again, I literally threw everything in the car. And at one stage, I had a big blanket. I popped a whole lot of my boxes in, tied it up in a knot, and just threw the whole thing in the car. I was so angry. And even the hotel manager said, you know what, Mary, before you leave, you might want to readjust everything in the car because that's not legal. You won't be able to get pulled over by the police. You'll be in trouble. Because I couldn't see out of the car. There was stuff banked right up to the roof of the car. So I had to spend probably a good half an hour rearranging everything in the car. And I did squash a few boxes and damaged a few boxes, as you do. But I was so grumpy. And I don't get grumpy very easily, as you can tell. But I was I think the reason I was angry was because not so much that it didn't go ahead. It was more that I spent 6 months day and night. I didn't go to a lot of functions. I skipped a lot of family functions, a lot of fun parties. I skipped a lot because I knew for 6 months I needed to prepare for that. Had they told us a month before, even a week before, I would have been a little bit, I still would have been grumpy, but I would have been a little bit happier because then it would have given me leeway. But pulling it out from under us literally a few hours before, that's not on. I don't even want to go there. Fingers crossed it goes ahead this time, yes? What have I done? Yes, here we are. The Marilyn Monroe, can't get that out, exhibition was fantastic, and I'm not a fan. I love Marilyn Monroe, and I'm sad I missed that exhibition because I really do like her. I liked her a lot. I do like the actor she played with as well, but I do like her a lot. So yeah, I was a bit sad I didn't get to see her. I don't mind Elvis. I'm not a huge fan. But if you like Elvis, this is the time to go, guys, because apparently it's supposed to be big. Again, I haven't seen it, and that would be good. That's just it is spring. Pulling it out from under us literally hours before is the most ridiculous thing. And because it's such a big show, it's not a little thing where it's just you put your stall up at a market, which is still big, yeah. But it's such a big show that you would expect they would warn us a day before. Look, I'm sorry, Victoria, this is not going to go ahead. We knew Melbourne was having issues, but country Victoria, was supposed to have been okay, but not that weekend. So I was very grumpy for a very long time. I believe I'm still holding a little bit of a grudge. Big grudge. Just big grudge. So fingers crossed it goes ahead this year and I don't get so grumpy and like Geez, they want to make sure it goes ahead this year. Yours truly's going to have a lot to say. She always has a lot to say anyway. What difference does it make? So yeah, you're a visual learner too, are you, Daphne? And it's okay because I am too, and that's why I decided that YouTube was a place for me, because everyone learns in their own special way. But it's funny, it's like when you get it, ding, a little bell goes off in your head and you get it. And with all due reason, yeah, I know, right? Spring, don't even go there, Spring. I am this close to fuming if it happens again. Oh, so close. They will be picking me up from jail, the family. Because I'm going to make a lot of noise. Hopefully it doesn't happen. I don't think it will. We had to get the third jab so that we're safe. Apparently, we've got our third jab. Everyone's got their third. Well, not everyone. Most people have got their third jab. So fingers crossed that it all goes ahead. Apparently, there will be no more closing down, and we've got our third jab, and we're all happy. I've yelled that out. Happy. Oh, guys, I've been talking for too long, but I just wanted to give you a quick recap. Victoria was really hit hard by that. Yes, it was. A lot of people lost businesses. We'll send you a jail care package. Thanks, Spring. I'll bail you out, Mary says, Jay. Oh, Jay, you'll probably be in there with me. We'll be in there together. Hey, they won't even give us our crochet hooks. They won't. You know what we'll do? We'll use our fingers. We'll just, finger knitting. We'll cut up the sheets. We'll rip them. With our teeth, yeah. I've got nothing to cut them with. We'll rip them with our teeth. And we'll, finger knit. All the sheets. They'll have pretty little crochet outfits with sheets. All the inmates will be there like this. Modeling. How naughty am I? I am so naughty. I am so naughty. But I'm only naughty on Fridays, and like the fact that today's Wednesday, it means I've got another day. If I can bail you out, you won't be able to. I'll cost too much money for you, Middle Earthian. Plans are being made. I love it. Your former life. I'm a lawyer. Oh, really? In a former life, you're a lawyer? Is that right? That would be nice to know. You won't be able to get me out. Not after what I'm going to do. Oh, it's so naughty, guys. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget, on Thursday and Friday, one of the days, you will be getting the very next friendship bracelet in honor of our wonderful Stanley. And when you see the pattern, you'll think, is that what she meant? So you'll know the pattern is in honor of Stanley. Now, if you are joining us new, if you didn't know, Stanley was our bird-eating spider who has since passed a few weeks back. And so we are doing a friendship bracelet in honor of him. Thank you for having us. Oh, thank you for coming, Spring. I love to see everybody here and chatting with us. And next week we will do our Easter projects, even though we were supposed to do them this week. But next week we'll do them because I wanted to get that friendship bracelet out in honor of that wonderful Stanley. Plus, I got all this yarn I want to play with. Don't you love it? Have the rest of the week. Thank you very much, Jody. Thank you very much, Spring. And thank you to, sorry again, I was late, but thanks for the fun. Thank you for coming again, Jay. I will see everyone on Saturday. We'll have some more information about our Easter items. We still didn't choose another Easter item, but we can do that on Saturday. Don't forget, we're going to have our fun live Saturday. It's going to be something different. One subscriber is going to get to choose the color combination of a pattern that I talk about on that live on Saturday. So there you go. And that subscriber will also get their name mentioned during the tutorial as well. It's all very exciting. Something new, something different, bringing to the channel to once again bring us together as a community of subscribers and person. Oh, weirdo, yeah. It was not me. It was somebody else. It was the lady in the mirror, Thank you for joining us. I will see everyone on Saturday. Ciao for now. Be good. Bye all.